So I'm over here watching TV and I'm seeing Wendy Williams on television. And I told y'all I contacted Wendy, y'all. I contacted her show, but I understand how much control that they have over the media because the news would not even play my story. They was over there trying to find ways to paint me out to look like the bad guy. Let me tell y'all something. I just seen something else with Ellen DeGeneres, and she was talking about something about some symptoms or something, and talking about, oh, one of the symptoms is you get excruciating back pain. When somebody go into labor, they get the back pain or whatever, right? And they was trying to make it seem like the regular symptoms of labor is the same symptoms of COVID. I'm gonna tell you something that I seen in the spirit realm. This white woman who she's a witch and she has the COVID. But it ain't the COVID. She has a plague. And her skin is really slimy. Her hair is falling out of her head. She can't barely walk, but they ain't telling you that that's the symptom of what's really going on. But they're saying that a woman that will go into labor, they're saying back pain, throwing up, your body will release bowels when you go into labor. They're saying that these are symptoms of COVID. Another thing, coughing and sneezing. If you turning your air conditioning down to 60 degrees in your house, that's going to make somebody sick and be coughing and sneezing. And then you could try to say they have COVID when you making them sick. And if you going to lie about a pregnant woman and have all them people trying to cover up her pregnancy and the symptoms of her labor, and when she going into the hospital in labor, you got black women showing up pretending like they finna give birth to her child, and then you got doctors and stuff lying, trying to make it seem like it's some sort of sickness or virus for the reason of why she's actually in the hospital in labor. You got to really think about all these people that they claiming are dead. Like, if they that corrupt to where you will try to kill a pregnant woman and have so many different people involved with trying to do it, I wouldn't trust a damn thing that they saying is happening to those individuals in the hospitals. I mean, this is not, to me, I don't feel it's just speculation because I'm telling the truth about what they're doing to me and my children in this country. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Why would I trust anything that's coming out of the mouth of the same doctors that'll lie and say you're not pregnant and try to kill your child and then get regular? I don't call them civilians anymore. I call them civilians because they're villains. They're civilians. You know what I'm saying? Why would I be sitting here watching the news and believing what they're saying about how they're claiming 300,000 people have died this year, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them are sick. You know what I'm saying? But I feel that there are some untruths because there have been some nurses speaking out from the hospitals about how they mistreating these people in the hospitals. So I feel like they need to send some very thorough investigators into these hospitals to find out what's really going on with these people and why they are really dying because people tried to kill me. Excuse me, huh? I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, I'm talking to him.
Oh, because I didn't say anything to you. Oh, okay, I didn't say anything to you about a pregnancy. I was talking to my subscribers.
Huh?
I said I was talking to my subscribers. I didn't say nothing to you about a pregnancy. I thought I heard you said something about I said I was pregnant.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. But anyway, so I don't want none of that food that he got or whatever. I got my own food. But anyway, so they over here talking about all these people is dying in the hospitals from COVID, but then you lying about a black woman being pregnant in your country, and you done tried to murder me in this country, and then you lying on TV like that's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And then if you try to speak out about it, they try to say that something is wrong with you for questioning. Like I said, I think somebody needs to send an investigator into these hospitals and really get to interviewing these nurses and these doctors about what's really going on with these patients, because there are nurses that have spoken out about the mistreatment and crying, you know what I'm saying, because they know that it's more going on in these hospitals. You know that the doctor tried to crush my belly. You see what I'm saying? Tried to crush my belly, and people have tried to keep me from speaking out about what's really going on. And that's just ridiculous. Um, so, like I said, I need to be working on my evidence because it's been a lot of distractions. I have been trying to work on the evidence since I was released from the Montgomery County Jail. From the time that I went to, I tried to get in the Montgomery County Women's Shelter and they didn't let me. Lord, please anoint me, Father God, because I don't want to make this too long because I got stuff I need to do. But I told you I went to Reverend Stewart's house and I was telling him everything about what they did to me. I went to Kiwi and Cat and Cookie house and I was telling them everything that they did to me in the Montgomery County Jail. I have told everybody what they did to me, and I just been trying to work on my evidence because you don't just go on with life like normal when people tried to murder you in a jail and lied on your case, lied about your pregnancy, took your child. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If anybody gets straight out of jail that they try to murder you, the first thing that you need to do is work on your evidence. And the first thing that anybody that take you in their house needs to do is be like, hey, you know what, we're going to give you a place to stay. Hurry up and, work on your evidence or take your time. We here for you. They ain't finna be like, oh, you need to get a job. You know what I'm saying? You need to give us some money for some rent. You know what I'm saying? You not pregnant. That's a stone baby. Oh, that baby must have died. Even if you feel like it was a stone pregnancy or even if you feel like it was after birth, why would you still try to put me out on the street and take my food and plot on my life and do all of this crap that they've been doing? You know what I'm saying? If you was not a conspirator in the situation, and they were. Everybody who housed Antonio Dean, they was trying to take my bank cards and get me to trying to do credit card fraud with my bank cards to get the police to have a reason to arrest me, to take me back to the Montgomery County Jail and kill me. Lily Morrison then was trying to make it seem like I had COVID, trying to turn their air conditionings all down. But like I said, we already done went through this. They was all trying to stop me from working on the evidence. They didn't want me to have nowhere to be able to work on the evidence because they know that I have the evidence of what the police did and what the jail people did and what the inmates did. And then the fact that they involved more criminals when I was released, that made more people willing to want to stop me from putting out the evidence because it was going to expose them as well. And when the Lord works, he exposes everybody, you know what I'm saying, that was involved. He's not going to just be like, oh, I'm just going to let the jail go down for it. I'm going to just let Austin and Cynthia go down for it. No, he's going to expose everybody that put their hand in the cookie jar and thought you was going to take something out of it for yourself and get something sweet out of it by trying to hurt me and my child, and keep me from my son. That's ridiculous. Y'all finna go? Huh? Oh, you finna watch the... Okay. Yeah, so, I sense a little hostility. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, they fooling everybody. You know what I'm saying? They fooling everybody, and people walking around with masks, harassing me, and plotting on me and my kids, and trying to keep me from putting out this evidence that I'm trying to do. And it's very important to realize that when they were being racist to us, when the Hispanics and the white people was being racist to us on our jobs, and we was telling our elders what was taking place and what they were doing to us, and our elders were not doing anything about it, that was deeply satanic, because at first I thought they was just teaching us to be strong, you know what I'm saying, and just to endure persecution. But in reality, it was setting us up to be killed, and we did not know it, because these people had even deeper, sinister plans for us as to why they was mistreating us like that. And it was deathly plans that they had for us as to why they was mistreating us like that. And they knew, and the elders knew, that it was not just them mistreating you on your job to get you fired, you know what I'm saying? And they wanted to keep us impoverished, you know what I'm saying, so that they could stay in power and abuse us and use us and sex traffic us until they were through with us, and then to kill us over to Satan. And then that shows our people allegiance to them. The fact that you will sit there and let them kill us and do whatever they want to do to us outside, that's showing the whites and the Hispanics that our people allegiance is to them to save their own lives. Because in reality, you're going to have to fight for your kids if you see them mistreating your children and doing all this to your children, and having sex with your children and sex trafficking them and doing all this stuff to them. Then if they want your children, you're gonna have to be like, no, you're not taking my child. I'm gonna fight for my child. And that's what I'm doing. I'm fighting for my kids. You know what I'm saying? They want to kill me and have my own people do it because I'm fighting for my kids. And I'm saying, no, you cannot sex traffic my child. You cannot sex traffic me. And you cannot steal and abduct my children and abuse my children. And I'm not handing them over to you. You're going to have to fight me for my kids. And they wanted to try to make me out to be a terrorist because I spoke out about it. And I actually did shoot someone, his daddy, that was attacking him. So at the end of the day, what the hell are y'all doing? Y'all are being terrorists. The black people are being terrorists. And this is what God said. Because you handing your own people over to them to save yourselves. And the black people are saying this is white people country and you're going to make them kill all of us. Well, if that's how y'all really feel, then why don't y'all go ahead and say the truth on y'all social media pages about what's going on? Why don't y'all say the truth on y'all news channels about what's going on? They can't. They making them be quiet to continue to deceive people and deceive the masses. So people are allowing them to just kill their children, kill their mothers, their fathers, their daughters, to say, oh, our allegiance is to y'all and y'all won't have no problems out of us. You know what I'm saying? Or else they're going to be out there fighting like when Martin Luther King was fighting out there, when they was fighting them with dogs, when they was fighting them with water hose, when they was burning down churches, when they was hanging them from trees, and they don't want to go back to that. And some of them was allowing them to be killed. Some of them was fighting for their children at the time, and some of them was allowing their children to be killed. And I know it based off of what I see now. You know what I'm saying? That it's more to slavery, and the history books have been lying to us about what really was taking place. So now they got them just walking around like they not out here killing black people, and then they can have them lying up in the black rights movement, lying, and then got them over there trying to pretend like they really care about us, and none of them do. None of them really care about us. If y'all would have seen just how many white people was trying to kill me and then sit up here and pretend on television and all of this stuff like they care about us, it is a lie. At the Black Rights Movement, it is a lie. They do not care about us. In them hospitals, they do not care about us at all. And Katie was telling me that they was planning on shooting stuff in us to make everybody sick. And she was saying that her boyfriend was in the Aryan Brotherhood and he told her this stuff. So I'm not going to go into that or whatever because those things are too great for me. God told me to speak on the things about concerning me and my child and what they doing to me and my children. So I'm going to speak on that. And it's wrong what they doing, and they trying to have my people do it. You know what I'm saying? And they getting hostile with me and trying to pop off with me for telling the truth about my pregnancy and telling the truth about my son and telling the truth about what happened and telling the truth about what they're doing and what's going on. And they getting attitudes and all of that old kind of bullshit. And I ain't even talking to them. Because that's what I do. But God said, let me work on my evidence. I'm finna work on my evidence. I'm not finna be afraid.